Hey, what's going on, everybody? Josh Grubbs here from Black Lung Brewing, tasting one of our beers that are out there in the market, giving you guys some tips on what the flavor profile is and a little bit of knowledge about the beer tasting process. I got my buddy Jack here from Perfect Brewing Supply.
I did.
What's up, buddy?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, of course. Let's drink some beer.
So we're gonna drink some beer. Today we're doing Orange Bandit. So Orange Bandit was kind of a tribute to my son Charlie. His baseball team won the Fall League World Series this year. It was his first year playing baseball. He overcame a lot of struggles, so I was pretty excited to name a beer to kind of honor that team.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Thanks, man. So artwork is by Matt Mays.
Solid. All the artwork on all the cans is awesome.
Yep.
It's very appealing. I like it.
Matt does all of our artwork. He's created a good image for the company, and we're very happy with it.
Can you tell us more about like what it is we're going to be doing here and in the future?
So with this series, what we're trying to do is just kind of give a profile of our beers, let you know how they taste, how they fit in the market, what the style is that we're going for, and you be the judge after that. Go buy them and try them.
Yeah. Well, let's crack it open. Let's see what we got. We've got our black lung glasses. You pour away, my man. You're the beer guy. I'm just the homebrew guy.
We got these new glasses. They're going to be coming out real soon.
I get a
Black
free
Lung
one,
Brewing.
right? A free one.
Jack gets a free one. Brewed in Waukegan.
So I think what we're going to be looking for in this first beer that we're tasting is just generally the first impressions we have when we pour it. You know, what's the look of it, the feel of it, the aroma of it, how that translates to what we're expecting from the beer, and then thank you, sir. Then let's talk about like what we would, who would we buy it for? For ourselves? Are we sharing this? You know, let's kind of really dive in.
I got a little more than you did.
You brewed it, friend. You can have as much as you want.
Right on. So first of all here, we got a nice white creamy head. About a ½ inch to 1 inch thick is what you're looking for. Kind of sticks to the glass a little bit.
That lace is nice. It trickles down really nice. It doesn't hang out too much. You know, that's really what you want to be looking for in an IPA.
Beer's got a good, I'd say, opaque haze. It's a lighter haze. The color's right where you want it, between 2 and 3 SRM. And this is on the lower end.
So usually like the lower the number, the brighter the color.
The brighter the color, the lighter the beer. Yep.
Okay. And what's the smell giving us?
So just kind of go in, give it some quick whiffs. So, which is nice with our new glasses here, the Belgian. It's a 17 ounce, so it'll hold a full can of beer, and it kind of fires that aroma up to you, which is kind of the point of it.
Yeah, you don't want a glass like blocking any of that. You want that all up in your face.
And you don't want to lose it either.
For sure. I'm getting citrus. I'm getting juice.
Get some orange peel.
Yeah, like really like the orange comes through a really strong, like a bit of grassy notes to it as well.
A slight hint of grass.
It makes me think like when I drink it, it's going to be sweet. It's going to hit the back of my throat, and it's not going to be like a wheat sweet. It's going to be more like a herbaceous sweet. You know, like a floral kind
herbaceous.
of. Yeah.
Herbaceous.
Like, yeah, it's going to kind of hit the back of my throat and make me want to drink more because it's so juicy. You know, that juice is really there.
So juice is what we're going for with these beers. It's a hazy IPA. It's a double IPA. It's brewed with Kveik yeast, the Voss strain. Ferments at 90 degrees Fahrenheit and pretty quickly too. So when we're dry hopping this, it's kind of an adventure every time. Cheers, my friend. Tap it down. There you go. So again, just citrus.
Juice, yeah. It's not overly bitter. The hops are really
mild bitterness. Yeah.
Yeah, that the hops are adding freshness. You know, that bitter right at the end, that little kick of bitter, that balance.
It's just got a very clean flavor.
Yeah,
that
clean is the word.
I would describe it as clean and like orange peel.
I think that translates through the color as well. Like the haze itself, you can see isn't.
No floaters in this beer.
Yeah, it's
done.
It's been fermented well. The color translates into the flavor of like punchy, but not like overwhelming. It's easy drinking.
Yeah,
it's almost like a session in a way.
And I'm going from memory here, but I believe our OG, our original gravity on this one was around 1064.
That's the measurement of alcohol, right? How much sugar that you've extracted?
That's the sugar that's in the that you've extracted from your mash in that you've transferred over to your boil kettle. After your boiling process is complete, you take that reading with the hydrometer, get your there's some funny discussions going on about that around
the actual
Chicago
alcohol
right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The fact that it's got such a high OG suggests that it's going to be fairly alcoholic, but there's no burn there. You know,
you don't get any of that with this beer.
That juice, again, that sweetness, that citrus is really balanced out well with the hops. The alcohol doesn't kick you, but you're going to feel it after a couple, I'm sure.
Yeah. So fermented with Voss, it's a very active and I would say almost vicious yeast. It finishes everything. So I think we got down to maybe 1007 or 1006 on this one. So the beer's 7.5%. It's nothing to sneeze at.
Solid, yeah. That's awesome. Well,
in fact, if you're sneezing, you might want to drink some of this.
It's a good medicine, you know.
Good medicine to put you to sleep real quick.
So you touched base early on like the inspiration for this beer. What made you go from the joys of your son's baseball season to I want to turn this into a beer?
Orange Bandit. So that's a great question, and I can't believe I didn't touch on that. So thanks for bringing it up.
I want to know.
So
people want to know.
The boys' baseball team's name was the Orange Bandits. So they picked the name. They were Team Orange, and they all got to pick their name.
Nice.
You know what their name's going to be. They wanted to be the Bandits.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah. So Orange Bandits. So that's why we did the beer, Orange Bandit. Artwork, was inspired just by an orange bandit running away with the oranges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why it's got that orange note to it. Everything about it is orange. The beer, the color, the taste.
And to get that, we didn't use any oranges.
No.
Really, it's all just the Voss yeast, which gives some citrusy esters as it ferments out.
Right.
Kind of helps with the load a little bit of this, giving you some citrus, and then Sabro and Cashmere hops.
What do those hops do for the beer?
So we do mostly late additions and dry hopping, and
so you're not boiling any hops. You're adding them after you've chilled the beer.
Yeah, this beer's getting chilled a little bit before we do the whirlpool hops, and then it's in the fermenter for a little bit before we add the dry hopping. And what you get out of the Sabro and Cashmere is you get a strong citrus note at those lower temperatures.
Right. Okay.
That's what we were going for.
So I guess if you'd added those hops before you chilled the beer, that you're really going to get like a classic IPA, something that's a bit more bitter in the face.
You would get more bitterness. Yeah. Absolutely.
And that's not really what you want when you're thinking Orange Bandit. You're thinking juicy. You're thinking sweet. That seems fair enough. What were the hops again?
Sabro and Cashmere.
Are they both U.S. hops or are they?
Yes, Sabro is a Neo-Mexicanus coming out of New Mexico. It's
okay. Something I'm going to use next. I'm sure.
Yeah, don't quiz me on the alpha acid right now. I think it's in the 12s. I'm not 100% sure.
If you started listing off alpha acid right now, I'm pretty sure you'll turn people off.
Alpha acid is just a measure of bitterness that you can potentially get out of a hop. It's the acid that's kind of stored in the lupulin glands of the hop.
I suppose a good idea of how bitter you want your beer is how early you put that high alpha hop in the beer, right?
And that's well known amongst most of the homebrew and
these guys,
professional brewing community.
They know about it.
Look, there's no secrets in hazy IPA these days. I think we all kind of know how to
we all know about Citra. Yeah. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, Citra. If you want to make a really great IPA, use Citra Mosaic. That's what they say.
Good combination, yeah. Like for the people who are not drinking this at home along with us, which you should be, by the way, how does this hit your mouth?
Gold Eagle, Antioch Fine Wine and Liquor, Beer Bazaar. That's our local stops around here.
Pause the video, go out to your liquor store, get a can of this,
come back,
press play again.
Then press play. Go get it poured. Take the aroma thing that we showed you earlier, and then you're caught up.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. And
no, really, on the website, www.blacklonebrewing.com, you can go to find our brews and find our brews. We have all of our stores listed on there, all of our fine retailers.
Okay. So yeah, we're hitting it in the mouth. They're joining along with us now. What are we getting?
So mouthfeel is what I would call a medium mouthfeel. It's not a thin beer by any stretch, but it's not an overly thick mouthfeel or overly thick viscous feel. So
not too carbonated either.
No, carbonation's correct. We're in the.
You might need to
top that one up. Top it up there.
I don't want to miss out on the excellent medium mouthfeel. Do you know what? I agree. I think when it hits into my mouth, I can feel it on my tongue. Kind of trickles back to the back of my mouth. Reminds me of almost like a wheat beer, but not in the flavour, more in the mouthfeel. You know, it's bubbly. It's not too effervescent. It's like nice and easy drinking. It almost reminds me of like a session hazy. The mouthfeel. Yeah,
I think that's a good place to be. I try to brew my beers so they're on the drier side. When we brew, we don't go for a ton of sugar left in there. Fermentation is our friend. As you can see, I'm kind of a big guy. Jack, you're catching up.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So a dry beer is a good beer. It's one I can have a few of, not pulling down a ton of sugar out of it. It's a little bit easier drinking for me, and the flavors that I enjoy. And I think that a lot of people really love sugary beers. I have a lot of respect for you. I like some of those beers too, but these are what I like to brew.
Yeah, I can see how this is an easy thing to go about making like a pretty standard hazy, but to make it at this level, I think it takes a little bit more knowledge of the market, you know.
Yeah, and just you brew what you like, man. You brew what you love, and that's really what I enjoy drinking.
So as hazy beers go, where do you see this fitting in the market? Is this something that any hazy lover is going to get, or is it something different?
Well, I think it's going to give you all the aromas, the mouthfeels, the things you enjoy about hazy IPA, but you're going to find that this is a little bit on the drier side, and that's a product of the Voss yeast. It's a product of the way that we mash in and the temperatures that we go in at.
So that's ideal, right? That's what you want. You want to be getting a nice finish, because really, like I think most people who enjoy hazy beers are looking for like a juicy, sweet kind of smack and then a bitter finish.
Yeah.
But I feel a lot of the market tend to just go for, well, we'll just make sure we do that in the hops. They're not really focusing on their process that gives them
the
a
very
session.
popular beers in the market are super sweet. I think those are the ones that really are big winners, and they're tasty. But personally, I can only have maybe one of those. And
yeah, you buy a 4-pack. It will last you a while, but you can't. I feel like knowing where this beer sits in the market, this is something that I feel like everyone should be drinking, because I know certainly my favourite beers at the moment are hazy IPAs. I'm sure everyone would agree with me. Hazy IPAs are they're almost year-round beers, you know. So if you can find a good one, you're going to keep going back for that one. This is one that when you brewed it, and I first tasted it, I wanted to make sure that I always had it in my fridge, because it's just an easy go-to. So I think like it's worth commenting that whatever the design was in it, or the fermentation, or the process that you put in it, it's certainly a success. And I think like just an overall message we should be saying to everyone is this is a beer that you want to be drinking. Like as hazy IPAs go, this is really the one you want, you know.
Couldn't say it better myself, man. Thanks.
Cheers, my friend.
I really appreciate the sentiment.
Well, as we finish our beers, I guess we should talk about what's happening next. You know, what we doing in this series? What's going to happen?
So
next?
This series, we're going to be trying some more of our beers. We're going to let you know what's out there in the market, and what you can pick up in the Lake County, we'll say McHenry, and down into Chicago areas, and southwest suburbs. We've got most of these beers. If they're some of them aren't in the market anymore, but this is what we've brewed so far. You can certainly still find Galaxie, Sycamore, and Carrot Cake IPA curb check out there, and go get them and enjoy them. Next up, in terms of Brewing for Black Lung, we've got a Pilsner coming out
Sweet.
at the end of January. It's going to be Walktown Pills, and we've got another hazy, a Zaka and Eldorado,
Nice.
Unintended Movement coming out at the end of January, probably early February.
Nice.
So watch for those. They'll be popping up real soon. You'll start seeing some posts and stuff about them.
Nice. Which one of these are we doing next? What's going to happen in the next episode?
So in the next episode of the series, you're going to see Galaxie IPA. We're going to pop out Galaxie 503.
Winner. Absolute winner.
Galaxie 503 has been a big winner for us out in the market. People are really enjoying it.
I've got a 4-pack at home.
Got the Galaxie, Nelson Sauvin, and Motueka hops. Can't go wrong with those, and some Madagascar bourbon vanilla beans. So we'll jump on that one in the next episode.
Malt shake, right? Malt shake?
Malt Shake IPA.
Beautiful.
That's right.
Are you having another guest as good as me?
I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell.
All right, cool. So I'm a new Black Lung fan. How do I make sure that I'm up to date?
Find us on the Instagrams. We're at Black Lung Brewing. You're going to find us on the Instagram. Also on Facebook, Black Lung Brewing. And website, I gave that earlier, www.blacklungbrewing.com. And on the Twitters, we're Black Lung Beer. You can find us on there. I had to think about it.